Welcome to This is the Dave Show. My name is Dave, and today I'm here to talk about this tabletop humidifier. This is by VEVA. Now, they did send me this product for review, but everything I say in this video is my own opinion, and they wanted me to show you what it is and how it works. Again, this is a humidifier, which means it's going to put moisture into the air in the way of a mist. Now, this is not a steam. It's not a hot mist. It's a cold mist, but it gets moisture in the air, which a lot of places and people need that, whether it's for health reasons or like me, I live in Las Vegas and it's very dry. So a little moisture does help a lot. Let's take a closer look at this unit and see how it works. So you are going to get an instruction manual with this, so be sure to read through this so you understand what's going on, but I'm going to show you a lot of that anyways. This is the front of the unit. You can see that there's a visual window because you're going to fill this with water. It makes the mist. And this is the tank part of it here at the top, and this comes off. You can see that. I'll show you more details in a second, but there's a little window here at a max line and then a control panel. I'm going to show you the details of that. And then the top piece. The top piece here comes off. Now let's take a look at it. On the top piece, it has this little block that spins around, and it's got a little slot in it. This is where the mist is going to come out. So this will kind of direct it out in a certain direction depending on where you put this and how you want the mist to come out. There is also, if you can see through the side, some slots because you can fill this thing up like several different ways. You can actually pour water into the side here and it will fill the bin. Do not pour water into this side. You don't want to do that. But you want to pour it either into the side here, or we're going to take this off and pour it into this bucket. This is the water bucket. There's a little max line right here. You probably can't see it, but there's a max line on there. Again, you don't want to pour anything down the center because that's where the mist situation is. Now, what's nice though is you can fill this up with water separate like this because it has a, if you can see, this little plunger, and that keeps the water from leaking out before you put it on top of the machine. So that goes there, and then this is the base part of it. Now, you do want to go through this before you fill this up and use it because there was a piece of foam here. This is a little float. So it'll know when there's water in it or when it gets down to low, it'll turn itself off. And there was a piece of foam in here. So you want to make sure you open everything up, take the plastic out, take the foam out, and that kind of stuff. And that's just the insides of it. It's pretty simple. It doesn't really do much on there, but easy to operate and keep clean. And then here's the control panel. You have a power button. It's just very sensitive touch button, turns it on and off. There is a clock button here, which is a timer. So you can set it to go off after 1 hour, 2, 4, or 8 hours, different timeline. Then this is the mist part of it. So there's actually 3 different levels of mist. There's a low level, medium level, and high level. I'll show you that once we fill it all up with water and all that kind of stuff. This one here is a constant humidity level. Now, when you turn this on, it automatically stays or goes to a 40% humidity, but you can raise that up to a lot of different humidity levels depending on how you want it to operate in your room. And it actually has a sensor, so it'll sense what the humidity is in the room and keep it at that if you like. This here is a nighttime type situation where you can set it where all the lights are off if you want to sleep, like a sleep mode. So this here is a light button. When you hit it, it turns on the light into the system, and if you can see, it's actually right here. There's a little bit light that goes on and off, and that goes through the tank, and you can see through the window of the tank also where the water level is. So that's kind of nice to be able to do that. So that's the control panel there, and then on the bottom there's a little air filter, so you can actually open this up, take this out, and clean this out every once in a while to keep the air clean. On this side here, underneath the tank, is a tiny little spongy compartment kind of thing, and this is for essential oils. If you want to put some essential oils in there, or like any kind of a smell, perfumey kind of thing, or even like a eucalyptus, you can actually add that to here, and that will add the smell to the mist that comes out of it. So that's pretty cool there. Okay, I went ahead and poured some water into it. It's about halfway, half level kind of thing. Now, when you do fill this up, it will get a little heavy, so you want to be careful with it. Sometimes I'll just take like a a pitcher or something and bring it over and pour it in, or you can take the unit itself and go fill it and then bring it back. But you do also want to be careful because there's the 3 parts. There's the lid that comes off, and then this part comes off the tank. You know, the tank comes off the base. So there's a few pieces when you're picking it up, moving it around. You got to be careful. So now that it's in there, let's go ahead and turn it on. Okay, I just figured out something. When you're putting this back on, the window does not go to the front. You see, it's misting now. The window does not go to the front. You want the name VEVA to the front because that little plunger in there has to hit a thing for the water to drain into the base to go. That's why I just tried this and it wasn't working. But now I have this mist coming out. It is good to go. We're at 44% humidity, 45. This is on level 1. Level 2. Oops. Level 3. Pumping the mist out. You can see it does a very good job. And again, the top can rotate, so you can have it going out. Look and see it coming out different directions if you need to do that kind of thing. Very cool there. This one here is the where you set it to do the humidity. So we'll just keep it at a 40%. Again, light, you can't really see it right now. And then there's the timers and all that kind of stuff on there. But pretty cool, pretty simple, easy to use. It's really dry here in Las Vegas, so I had it down to 40% humidity. It's so dry here, it turned itself off. And that's the good part of this too, is you can actually set it for the exact humidity level that you want. So there you have it, a closer look at the VEVA humidifier. Good for a room a little over 300 square feet. If you are looking for something to put a little bit of moisture in the air, this one may be the right one for you.